Rosie, are you mad at me?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because you've been quiet for about 10 seconds.
Nick, 10 seconds is not a crisis.
In a conversation, 10 seconds feels like 3 business days.
And that is exactly what we're talking about today.
My inability to survive silence?
Your inability to leave silence alone.
Fair.
Think about it. Someone asks you a difficult question.
You answer immediately.
Someone says something that annoys you.
You react immediately.
A conversation becomes quiet.
You say the first thing that enters your head.
A friend is upset.
You start giving advice before they've even finished explaining the problem.
We spend a lot of time learning how to speak.
Especially when we're learning English.
New words.
Better grammar.
Faster responses.
Natural expressions.
But there's another communication skill that almost nobody practices.
Knowing when not to speak.
Exactly.
That sounds simple.
It isn't.
No, actually, I'm already uncomfortable.
Today, we're exploring the power of silence.
Not the dramatic movie kind, where someone stares out a window for 5 minutes.
And not silence because you're scared to speak.
We're talking about intentional silence.
The pause before an answer.
The space that lets someone else keep talking.
The moment you choose not to defend yourself immediately.
The confidence to stop talking after you've made your point.
And the ability to sit through an awkward silence without treating it like an emergency.
That last one may change my life.
Near the end, we're going to give you a simple 3-question test.
A test for what?
For deciding whether a moment needs more words.
Or fewer.
And we're also going to take some useful English from today's conversation and practice making simple sentences sound calmer, clearer, and more confident.
All right.
But first,
What?
I'm going to ask you a question,
Okay.
and you are not allowed to answer for 5 seconds.
5?
5.
This podcast has become cruel.
Nick, what is something you wish you had handled differently this year?
I hate this.
Keep thinking.
Okay, I have an answer.
Better than the answer you would have given immediately?
Actually, yes.
There it is.
Why did those 5 seconds feel so long?
Because silence can feel like something has gone wrong.
Especially in conversation.
Someone stops talking, and our brain starts asking questions.
Are they bored?
Did I say something strange?
Are they angry?
Should I say something?
Anything?
And before we know it, we've filled the space.
Sometimes with useful words.
Sometimes with words we immediately want back.
I have donated many unnecessary words to conversations.
We know.
Thank you.
Silence is especially difficult when you're speaking a second language.
Definitely.
English learners often feel pressure to answer quickly.
Because a fast answer feels fluent.
But speed is not the same as good communication.
That's important.
A thoughtful speaker may pause.
A confident speaker may take a moment.
Someone may say, "Let me think about that."
Or, that's a good question.
Or simply pause for a second before answering.
So a pause does not automatically mean, my English is bad.
No.
It can mean, I'm thinking.
Exactly.
I wish more learners understood that.
Me too. Because sometimes people rush into an answer just to avoid silence.
Then, halfway through the sentence,
They realize they don't know where the sentence is going.
I've done that in my first language.
Everyone has.
So today's first lesson is simple.
You do not have to answer at the exact moment a question ends.
Let's make this practical.
Imagine you're in a job interview.
The interviewer asks, Tell me about a difficult problem you solved.
Many learners immediately begin,
Yes, difficult problem. So one time
and their brain is still searching for the story.
Which is stressful?
Instead, try this.
That's a good question. Let me think for a second.
Then pause
That's allowed?
completely.
Another phrase?
Let me think about the best example.
Nice.
Or simply, let me think.
Very natural.
These phrases do two things,
They give you time.
and they tell the listener why you're quiet.
So the silence doesn't feel accidental.
Exactly.
Let's practice.
I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
What's one habit you would like to change?
Let me think for a second.
See?
That felt surprisingly normal.
Because it is normal.
My answer would be checking my phone when I wake up.
Good.
Your turn. What is something you've become better at?
That's a good question. Let me think about the best example.
Look at that confident silence.
I think I've become better at saying no without giving a 10-minute explanation.
We're definitely coming back to that later. Here's something I used to misunderstand about listening.
What?
I thought good listening meant responding well.
Interesting.
Someone says something, and I prove I'm listening by giving advice, asking questions, or sharing a similar experience.
Sometimes that's helpful.
But not always.
Exactly.
A few months ago, a friend called me after a terrible day at work.
What happened?
He was frustrated with his boss. He felt ignored. He thought about quitting.
So what did you do?
I became Professor Nick.
Oh no.
Here's what you should do.
Of course.
First, write down the problems.
Naturally.
Then schedule a meeting.
Nick.
Then prepare 3 examples.
Did he ask for advice?
Not once.
There it is.
Eventually, he said, "Can I just finish?"
Ouch.
Very deserved ouch.
What did you do?
I stopped talking.
Revolutionary.
And then something interesting happened.
He kept going.
For another 10 minutes.
And?
By the end, he had figured out what he wanted to do without most of my brilliant advice.
Tragic for Professor Nick.
Devastating.
But useful.
Very.
Sometimes silence tells another person, you can keep going.
That's powerful.
We often interrupt silence because we think the speaker is finished,
But sometimes they're just thinking.
or trying to say something difficult.
Or deciding how honest they want to be.
If you jump in too quickly, you may close the door.
So good listening sometimes means waiting 1 extra second.
Exactly.
That's harder than it sounds.
Especially if you're excited to help.
Or excited to tell your own story.
Very true.
Let's try 2 versions of the same conversation.
Okay.
Version 1.
I've been feeling really overwhelmed at work lately.
You should talk to your manager.
Fast.
Efficient.
Maybe too fast.
Version 2.
I've been feeling really overwhelmed at work lately. I don't know. I think I'm trying to do too much.
That sounds exhausting.
It is, and I think I'm afraid to tell anyone I can't handle everything.
Completely different conversation.
Because the space allowed the real problem to appear.
That's important.
When someone shares something emotional, you do not always need to solve it immediately.
You can say,
I'm listening.
take your time.
That sounds really hard.
Do you want advice, or do you just need me to listen?
I love that last one.
Me too.
It respects the other person.
And it saves you from giving a 12-step plan nobody requested.
Professor Nick is learning.
Slowly.
Silence is not only useful when someone else is speaking.
Sometimes it's most useful when you're angry.
Exactly.
Have you ever received a message that immediately changed your blood pressure?
Absolutely.
You read it once.
Then again,
Then you start writing a response
a very long response.
with excellent grammar
Naturally.
and emotionally dangerous punctuation.
Multiple question marks.
Maybe an actually.
Never trust an angry message that begins with actually.
True.
What happens if you send it immediately?
Sometimes you spend the next hour wishing you hadn't.
This is where silence can protect you from your first reaction.
Not because the reaction is always wrong.
But because the first reaction is often the hottest one.
So you pause.
Walk away.
Drink water.
Read the message again later.
Then decide what actually needs to be said.
Notice that silence here is not weakness.
You're not avoiding the issue.
You're choosing your response instead of letting your emotion choose it for you.
I had this happen with an email once.
What did it say?
Someone criticized a project I'd spent weeks on.
Nicely.
Not especially.
Ouch.
I immediately wrote a response defending every decision.
How long?
7 paragraphs.
Nick?
With bullet points.
Of course.
Thankfully, I didn't send it.
Why not?
I got interrupted.
Accidental wisdom.
Exactly. I came back an hour later, reread the email, and realized 2 things.
What?
First, the person had one valid point.
Painful.
Very. Second, I didn't need to respond to every sentence.
What did you send?
4 lines.
Better?
Much better.
But we need a warning here.
Definitely.
Silence can be useful.
But silence can also become avoidance.
Suppose you're angry with someone.
And instead of telling them what's wrong,
You stop speaking to them for 3 days.
that's not thoughtful silence.
That's a communication problem.
Or suppose you need to apologize.
But you keep waiting because the conversation feels uncomfortable.
Again, silence is not helping.
So how do we know the difference?
Maybe intention.
Explain.
If you're silent because you're trying to understand your feelings before speaking, that can be healthy.
But if you're silent because you hope the problem magically disappears?
That's avoidance.
Exactly.
So silence should create clarity.
Not replace communication.
That's a very useful distinction. Earlier, you said you've gotten better at saying no without explaining for 10 minutes.
Yes.
I want the story.
I used to think a simple no sounded rude.
So, what did you do?
Someone would invite me somewhere, and if I couldn't go, I'd write a small essay.
Give me an example.
I'm so sorry. I really wish I could come. It's just that I've had a crazy week, and Saturday is probably my only day to do laundry, and I also need to call my sister, and I haven't bought groceries.
That's not declining an invitation.
I know.
That's presenting evidence to a jury.
Exactly.
What do you say now?
Thanks for inviting me, but I can't make it this time.
And then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Just silence?
Just the end of the sentence.
Fascinating.
I realized I was often over-explaining because I felt uncomfortable with the possibility that someone might be disappointed.
So you kept talking to manage their reaction.
Exactly.
That's a big idea.
Sometimes confidence means saying what you need to say clearly.
And then stopping.
You don't always need to add 5 reasons.
Or apologize 6 times.
or turn a boundary into a negotiation.
Can you give some natural examples?
Sure.
Can you stay late tonight?
I can't tonight, but I can take a look first thing tomorrow.
Clear.
Do you want to come with us this weekend?
Thanks, but I'm going to sit this one out.
Good phrase.
Sit this one out means choose not to participate this time.
Another one.
Why don't you want to talk about it?
I'm not ready to talk about that yet.
And stop.
Exactly.
Now we need to discuss my greatest enemy.
Awkward silence.
Two people, no words. Nobody knows what happens next.
Terrifying.
Thank you for understanding.
Actually, awkward silence is not always as bad as we imagine.
Explain yourself.
Sometimes conversations naturally pause.
Sure.
Maybe both people are thinking,
Or eating,
or looking around.
or simply comfortable.
Exactly.
Comfortable silence is real.
Very real.
That's when you can be quiet with someone without feeling pressure to perform.
And even when a silence is slightly awkward, you don't need to panic.
So I shouldn't suddenly ask someone what their 5-year plan is.
Probably not.
Good to know.
If you want to restart the conversation, use something simple.
Such as?
Anyway, how has your week been?
Easy.
By the way, did you ever finish that project?
Nice callback.
Or make a small observation about what's happening around you.
The key is not to treat every pause like a disaster.
Exactly.
Let's connect this directly to English learners.
Yes.
Many learners believe fluent English means talking continuously.
But natural conversation contains pauses,
Thinking sounds.
hesitation,
Reformulation.
moments when someone changes direction.
For example,
I think, actually, let me say that differently.
very natural.
I'm not sure how to explain this.
Also natural.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find the right word.
Useful.
These expressions are much better than panicking because you need 2 seconds to think.
Silence doesn't destroy fluency
Sometimes it supports fluency.
because it gives you time to choose clearer English.
Exactly.
We've used several useful expressions today.
Let's slow them down.
This is Word Tour.
Our first word is intentional.
Intentional.
Intentional means done on purpose.
I'm trying to be more intentional about when I speak and when I listen.
Or, the pause was intentional. She wanted time to think.
Our next word is awkward.
Awkward.
Awkward describes something uncomfortable, embarrassing, or socially difficult.
There was an awkward silence after his question.
Or, I felt awkward because I didn't know what to say.
Our next word is defensive.
Defensive.
Defensive means reacting as if you're being attacked or criticized.
I became defensive when she questioned my decision.
Or, I waited before replying because I didn't want to sound defensive.
Next is reassure.
Reassure.
To reassure someone means to help them feel less worried or uncertain.
I kept explaining because I wanted to reassure her.
Or, he reassured me that everything was okay.
Our next word is boundary.
Boundary.
A personal boundary is a limit you create to protect your time, comfort, privacy, or well-being.
I'm learning to set clearer boundaries at work.
Or, you can communicate a boundary without being rude.
And our final word is restraint.
Restraint.
Restraint means the ability to control yourself and not immediately do or say something.
It took restraint not to send an angry reply.
Or, sometimes good communication requires restraint.
Today's words are intentional, awkward, defensive, reassure, boundary, and restraint.
Now let's take some basic sentences and make them sound more natural.
This is say it better.
First sentence.
I need time to answer.
Clear.
A more natural version could be,
Give me a second. I want to think about that.
or let me think about the best way to answer that.
Next.
Stop giving me advice.
Very direct.
Maybe too direct in some situations.
A warmer version?
I appreciate you trying to help. I think I just need someone to listen right now.
Excellent.
Next sentence.
I was angry, so I didn't answer.
Better?
I gave myself some time before responding because I didn't want to react emotionally.
That sounds calm and mature.
Next.
I don't want to explain.
That could sound defensive.
Try.
I'd rather not get into the details right now.
Useful phrase, get into the details.
It means discuss something more deeply.
Next.
No, I can't.
Nothing grammatically wrong with it.
But if you want a slightly warmer version,
I won't be able to. Thanks for thinking of me.
and then stop.
Exactly.
No 7-paragraph explanation.
I'm recovering.
Last one.
This silence is uncomfortable.
Natural version?
Well, this got quiet.
I love that.
Or with a little humor.
Okay, we're having a very quiet moment.
Sometimes simply naming the awkwardness makes it less awkward.
At the beginning, you promised us a test.
Right.
How do I know whether a moment needs words or silence?
Ask yourself 3 questions.
Number 1.
Am I speaking because I have something useful to add?
Or because silence is making me nervous.
Exactly.
That's already uncomfortable.
Good.
Number 2.
Does this person need my answer or do they need more space?
Very useful when someone is emotional.
Exactly.
And number 3.
Will I communicate better if I wait?
Before answering a difficult question,
Before replying when you're angry.
before defending yourself.
Before agreeing to something you don't want to do.
So the test is,
Do I have something useful to add?
does the other person need more space?
And will I communicate better if I wait?
That's simple enough to remember. I think I'm starting to see silence differently.
How?
I used to think silence was empty space between important parts of a conversation.
And now?
Sometimes the silence is an important part of the conversation.
Exactly.
It can show that you're thinking,
That you're listening.
that you're controlling a reaction,
That you're comfortable enough not to perform.
or confident enough not to over-explain.
Silence can also make words stronger.
How?
Imagine you make an important point and immediately keep talking.
I do that.
I know.
Apparently, this entire episode is an intervention.
Imagine instead that you say what matters.
And stop.
You give the other person time to receive it.
So more words don't always create more meaning.
Exactly.
Sometimes they cover the meaning.
Let's do one final challenge.
Ready?
I'll give you a situation.
And we decide whether to speak immediately or pause.
Situation 1. Someone asks you a difficult interview question.
Pause, think, then answer.
Situation 2. A friend tells you they're having a terrible week.
Don't immediately fix it. Give them space.
Situation 3. You receive a message that makes you angry.
Definitely pause.
Situation 4. Someone asks you to do something you don't have time for.
Think before automatically saying yes.
Situation 5. You have clearly stated a boundary.
Stop explaining it forever.
Excellent.
I'm learning.
Nick,
Yes?
are you still uncomfortable with silence?
Yes.
Honest.
But maybe less afraid of it.
Progress.
I think the biggest lesson for me is that silence doesn't always mean something has gone wrong.
Sometimes it means someone is thinking,
Listening,
processing,
choosing their words,
or simply not adding words that aren't necessary.
which is something I apparently need to practice.
Your homework begins immediately.
How?
I'm going to stop talking.
Rosie. Okay. I can do this. This is completely normal. Do we need music?
Nick,
Sorry.
before we finish, here's your challenge for today.
Notice one moment when you normally rush to fill the silence.
Maybe someone asks you a question.
Maybe a friend is telling you something difficult.
Maybe you're about to send an emotional message.
Maybe someone asks you for a favor.
Instead of reacting immediately, give yourself a small pause.
2 seconds.
5 seconds.
10 minutes if it's an angry email.
Maybe longer.
Then ask yourself.
Do I actually need more words here?
And if you're using this episode to practice English, try these phrases out loud.
Let me think for a second.
Take your time. I'm listening.
I'd rather not get into that right now.
I appreciate the advice. I think I just need someone to listen.
I want to think before I respond.
These are small sentences,
But they give you control over the pace of a conversation.
and that's an important kind of fluency.
Fluency isn't only speaking faster.
It isn't speaking constantly,
It's knowing how to communicate what you mean,
sometimes with a full sentence,
sometimes with a short phrase,
and sometimes.
with silence.
Give yourself a listening score before you go.
Did you understand around 50%?
70%?
90%?
Or almost everything.
Whatever your score, don't worry about understanding every single word.
Listen for the ideas.
Notice the expressions.
Then listen again and see what becomes clearer.
And here's our question for the comments.
Which is harder for you?
Speaking up.
Or knowing when to stay quiet?
Try answering in 1 or 2 sentences in English.
And maybe,
Don't over-explain.
I knew you were going to say that.
Thanks for spending this time with us.
Keep listening.
Keep speaking.
Keep thinking before you react.
And remember,
Silence isn't always empty.
sometimes it's where the best answer begins.
We'll see you in the next episode of Slow English Podcast.
Bye for now.
Bye.